Hey booktube, it's Nick. It is currently March 14th. It is around 1:30 and I'm not really sure why I'm starting this reading vlog today because I honestly don't know when I'm gonna have time to read today because I have finals tomorrow and I gotta study, and I'm also going to a concert tonight because responsibility. But before all that, I'm here at Barnes & Noble. I don't know if you can see back there, but I've had kind of a rough day already. I had some exams today and then I had an appointment to go get my passport, and turns out that Walgreens kind of screwed up taking my passport photo and it was too zoomed in, so I had to get it redone. And then I'm an idiot and filled out my passport application in blue ink, which apparently you're not supposed to do. So if you ever get a passport, don't fill it out in blue ink. Lesson learned. Also, I didn't know I had to bring photocopies as well as the originals of my driver's license and birth certificate, so I'm so stupid. Also, I kind of hate my new photo, even though I actually look somewhat decent in real life today, and when I took my Walgreens photo, I looked like crap in person, but the photo turned out okay. But I was so frustrated at the post office that my photo turned out like crap because I forgot to smize. I'm sorry, Tyra.
I was rooting for you. We were all rooting for you.
But I'm going to treat myself to a book because it's been a hard day. So guys, she thick. Like, I knew from seeing pictures on Twitter that she was gonna be huge, but seeing it in person is just like whole nother level. Like, this is a small child. I don't know when I'll actually get to start it, so that'll be my next project. I actually do want to do a reading vlog for that, but that's not the reading vlog that we're doing today, so it's fine. What I'm actually reading is The Cruel Prince by Holly Black. Now, me and this book have a bit of a history. I actually bought this book pretty much right when it came out last year and started it. Wasn't feeling it. I don't even remember how far I got into it. It probably wasn't even 100 pages, if we're being honest. I have no clue. I just know that I wasn't into it, and then I found out some things that happened later on, and I just didn't really like the way that I thought it was going, so I DNF'd it and I ended up selling the book to a used bookstore and planned on never reading it again. It's funny because that's actually kind of what got me into BookTube, because I had just discovered it and I discovered like unpopular opinions videos and unhauls, so I was looking for unpopular opinions of this book specifically because everybody was raving about it and I didn't understand, so that's kind of what got me into this. However, everyone's still talking about it, and The Wicked King just came out and everyone's raving about it, so I really wanted to give this a second chance, so that's what we're doing. I don't know how this is gonna go. I'm gonna go into it with an open mind because I don't, obviously, if I think I'm going to absolutely hate it, like, why would I waste my time with it? I'm not hate reading it, though that would be an interesting vlog. But I'm going to go into this with an open mind and we'll see how it goes. I really do hope that I end up liking it. I will be very surprised if I end up like giving it 5 stars, but I'm thinking maybe like solid 3.5. We'll see. I would like for it to be a 4-star. Is that gonna happen? I don't know. We'll find out. Like I said, I don't know exactly how much reading I'll be able to do tonight. I do want to at least start it tonight for sure, but I have a lot of studying to do and I still have a lot of school reading that I have to complete, you know, today. And I'm also going to a concert because that's the responsible thing to do when you should be studying for finals, is going to a concert. It's fine. So that's my night, and I will update you if/when I actually start reading this. It's only day 2 and I'm already failing this reading vlog. Hey guys, it's March 15th now, and it's about 11:45-ish. Just got home from school, and I haven't started my book yet, so that's awesome. I didn't even get home until midnight last night, and then I still had to do some school reading and study because I had my exams today, but I'm officially on spring break. I don't have any classwork yet because we start our new classes in a week, and I'm going to try to crank out reading The Cruel Prince, even though I work so much this next week. But it's fine. We're just gonna spend all my free time reading. Reading update. I just finished the prologue, and I remembered that it was pretty brutal from the get-go. I guess I just kind of blocked out the specifics, so that was fun. Also, I just think it's kind of funny how, I don't remember his name and they haven't said it yet, but the dad, how he's like, oh, I may be cruel, a monster, and a murderer, but I do not shirk my responsibilities. And like, okay, that's fine. You'll murder, but you won't leave kids without a family. Even though you're probably worse, but that's fine. Quick question, is Mab just a really popular fairy name? Because I swear there's like a Queen Mab or some important Mab who is fae in, I think, Heir of Fire. So that's interesting. Hey guys, just wanted to do a quick reading update before I go to bed. I am about 45 pages in, so I'm on chapter 6 of The Cruel Prince, and I only did a little bit of reading after work tonight because I am beyond exhausted. So I will read some more tomorrow and let you know how it goes. Good morning, or afternoon, I guess. It is 1:30 on Saturday, March 16th, and I made it up to page 89 this morning. I did do some reading. I feel like I have been reading for hours, and I've read like 40 pages. It's a little slow, which was one of my gripes with it when I read it the first time. It was just so slow, and I think that's what made me stop, because I just wasn't enjoying it. I wasn't getting through it, but it's not bad. I'm not hating my time reading it, but it's not super capturing my attention, so I've definitely been very on and off with it today, but I'm on chapter 11, and I think it's about to start picking up a little bit. So there is one little thing that I noticed, which is completely just me being picky, but okay, so on chapter 7, and this is completely just me being super nitpicky, but Jude says, I toe a stone with a slipper-covered foot. And then literally 2 pages later, after she gets like thrown in the river, she says, the water filling my boots makes it hard to move my legs. And then I didn't mark it, but a couple pages later she mentions her boots again, and I'm like, girl, what kind of shoes are you wearing? Like, did we have a costume change mid-scene? I know this is super just me picking at the book, but continuity, sweetie, look it up. So other than that, it's been going fine. I'm still experimenting with using tabs to annotate. So my only gripe is that if there's a quote that I like but not enough to put my love tab on it, I don't really know how to mark it. So either I'll just like leave it alone, or I might use my green tab, which is just kind of like important. Like either it could be an important plot point, or a new character, or foreshadowing, anything like that. So I have quite a few green tabs because I just kind of use it for a lot. But other than that, I've never tabbed before, but I do like the way that it looks. So I've just been using this as a bookmark, or I've been dog-earing the pages because I don't care. So hopefully I'll get some more reading done. I do have to leave for work in about an hour, but I'm already ready. So, and that's my friend. I have literally named this bear like 4 times, and I cannot for the life of me ever remember what I named it. So he doesn't really have a name, but it's fine. So yeah, if I end up reading more, I'll update you before work. If not, I'm sure I'll get some reading done tonight before I go to bed. So quick reading update before I head off to work. I am officially at the point where I last left off according to Goodreads. I'm on page 120, so I just hit chapter 13, and I feel like Holly is trying to make me feel bad for Cardin, and I don't, because he's still the worst. Like, no matter how horribly you've been treated or how much abuse you've been through, it really doesn't excuse you being a terrible person. So I'm interested to see in where this goes and how that plays out, but I'm stopping for now. I may get to read on my break at work, but I'm not sure. So yep, that's my update for now. Hey guys, it's March 17th, and it's actually almost midnight, so St. Patrick's Day is almost over. Sorry, I'm being really quiet. My roommate is asleep, and I don't want to disturb her, but I am about 225 pages, so I'm over halfway done, and I have less than 150 pages left. After I passed the mark of the first time that I read it, it has been picking up, thankfully, because the first 100 pages or so were incredibly slow and hard to get through, but it's going good. I like it so far. Not a whole lot is happening plot wise, but I mean, it's keeping me entertained, which is all I can ask for. So yep, and I am going to try to get some sleep because work was very, very long. So good morning. It is March 18th, and it's currently about 10:45. I just hit page 240, and things are finally happening. You know, it took only almost the whole book, but things are finally happening. I'm a little shook. I'm not that surprised at what's happening. I am a little surprised at how it's happening. So this is interesting. So far, my thoughts on the book are, it's decent. I mean, like I said, you know, for the first 240 pages, not a whole lot happened, so the rest of the book better hold up if it wants to get a good rating from me. Hey guys, it's about 1:50, and I am actually right outside of my work, but I wanted to give a quick update. I am literally 16 pages away from finishing The Cruel Prince, and I had to stop reading to get ready for work. So, and I didn't bring my book with me because I really didn't want to finish it at work, because I wanted to update as soon as I finished it. So I might do that tonight or tomorrow morning, depending, since I don't have school tomorrow. I'll probably just start the morning with reading and finishing the book, hopefully. So far I genuinely don't know what my rating is going to be or what my overall thoughts are. A lot has happened after a lot of nothing happening, and I don't know how I feel about any of it or where I stand with any of it. Editing Nick here. I just wanted to let you know really quick that I'm going to get into a few spoilers for a minute, but I'm going to put a timestamp down below so you can just skip this, so you don't have to click away from the whole rest of the video. You can just skip the spoiler part if you haven't actually read the book yet. I'm gonna get into a few spoilers really quick, so if you haven't read The Cruel Prince and you plan on it, or you're currently reading it and haven't gotten very far, maybe just kind of mute for a second or click away. Maybe just click away for maybe the rest of the video. We'll see. But since I never planned on actually reading it again or finishing it, I didn't care to avoid spoilers. So I knew that Jude and Carden were eventually going to become a thing, which was initially why I had planned on never picking it back up or finishing it, because I could not back that relationship based on what I had seen from the beginning, and I still don't agree with it. Like when Jude kissed Carden, to me it seemed kind of out of nowhere. Like, yeah, okay, he somewhat confessed to her, but like, since when did she feel the same way? It was a little odd. And then I didn't know exactly what was going to go down with Locke, but I do remember seeing something about like something negative about him, so I knew not to trust him the whole time. So I wasn't really surprised by that revelation, which I feel like a lot of my reactions to the book are kind of disserviced by the fact that I knew a lot of spoilers going in. But overall, I genuinely don't know how I feel about this book. So I think even when I finish it, I'm not going to give it a rating right away. I think I'm going to sit on it for a bit and kind of digest and really collect my thoughts. But yeah, that's where I stand right now. So I have to go clock in, but I will update next when I actually finish the book. Good morning. It is a little after 9:30 on March 19th. Sorry for the noise in the background. I am making my morning cup of coffee. I still only have the 16 pages left in The Cruel Prince, but I wanted to do a quick check-in because I genuinely don't know how it's going to end, which is a bit surprising because I really thought that I knew how it's going to end because I thought I'd like seen enough spoilers and whatever, but after the last couple revelations, I'm unsure on how it's gonna play out, so we'll see. I actually went ahead and put The Wicked King on hold at my library, so it's probably gonna be a couple weeks, but I think I'm gonna continue with the series. So I don't know how I feel about it. I mean, I don't hate it, but I'm not totally in love with it either. I'm very conflicted on how I feel about this, so I guess I'll just check back in when I finish it and we'll go from there. So I just finished it, and I'm not surprised, but I'm surprised at the ending because that's what I expected all along, but then I didn't expect it, and then it happened. I still don't know how I feel about this book. It's actually still the same day, and my thoughts still aren't super clear on the book. I am still unsure about what exactly I'm going to give the rating. I'm thinking maybe about a 3.5 or 3.75, but that could change, so I'm not gonna set that in concrete quite yet. I didn't hate it and I didn't absolutely love it, but it wasn't really a matter of that. I just don't really know exactly where I stand with this book. I do want to go through a few pros and cons that I had. The biggest con definitely would be the pacing. For majority of the book, it was very slow, and the first 100 pages were very rough to get through for me. most of the excitement happened in the end, which I feel like happens in a lot of books. It was just very evident in this one. I do like the fact that I was surprised despite me being spoiled for a lot of the book, because even when I thought I knew how it was going to end, there were still so many twists and turns that I really just didn't see any of it coming. I did like that I got to experiment with tabbing a little bit for the first time, because I've never annotated at all before. The closest thing I've ever come to is highlighting things in Kindle books, so it was definitely an experience. I don't think I'm going to do this every time that I read, but it was really fun. I definitely need to fix my method a little bit, because it was kind of unclear as to which tabs meant exactly what thing. Like my green tab had several uses, and I used that one more than anything else because I put that for anything even remotely important. So I definitely have more of those. It's kind of funny though, because I feel like majority of my tabs I have at the beginning of the book when not a whole lot was happening, rather than the end when all the action was going down. I did talk about a few of my spoilery thoughts earlier, so I don't want to go into that too much again. But overall, I had a pretty good time with this book. It definitely entertained me, and I am glad that I decided to give it a second chance, and I do plan on reading the sequel, so hopefully I do end up liking that one a bit more than this one, as I'm still, again, unsure of where exactly I stand, but I did enjoy my time with this, and it was really fun experimenting with doing a reading vlog for the first time and getting to film all my thoughts and feelings along the way. So I definitely plan on doing this again in the future. Hopefully my next reading vlog will be for this thick girl, but that is it. Oh, we're matching! That is a whole adventure that I'm eager but terrified to start, because she's thick. But either way, thank you so much for sticking with me, and feel free to subscribe by hitting that red button down below, and I will see you guys next time.